Welcome to 5 Minutes to Code, Programming Basics with your host Matthew C. Applegate. In this series, we are going to look at the fundamentals of computer programming. So whether you are hoping to program in Python, to code in C#, or to develop in Java, these short guides should help you get to grips with the basics to get started. You won't need to download or install any software, so just sit back and enjoy. In this series, we are going to be looking at sequence, selection, and iteration, as well as pseudocode and flowcharts. Today, we are going to look at flowcharts. So let's look at this in more detail. Flowcharts are often referred to as a graphical representation of a program. Why do people use flowcharts? Well, it has two very useful uses. Firstly, it can be used to help non-programmers understand what is happening in a program. The second use for flowcharts is for when programmers are trying to debug or solve a logic error in a computer program. As it is visual, it often helps programmers find where the program is going wrong a lot quicker. Let's look at some of the blocks that are available in flowcharts. Here we have the start and end block. These go at the start and the end of a program. These are comment blocks. This is a process block. There'll be plenty of these in your program. This is a decision block. This is an input-output block. Okay, here's an example program written in flowchart form. The syntax is written in pseudocode, which is similar to most high-level computer languages, but at the same time doesn't have the exact syntax. The first block, of course, is the start block. The second block is pretty straightforward. It is a comment. A comment is ignored by the program and is used for us humans to read. It helps us remember what something does, and if you're part of a team of programmers, it can help explain it to the other programmers. In the next block, the A variable is assigned the value of 10. This arrow means assignment. If you want to know more about this, check out the pseudocode video. It is similar to a single equal symbol. In this case, A equals 10. The same thing is happening with B below in the next block. However, B is being assigned 20. In the next block, we are totaling A and B together and assigning it to C. So C is now equal to 30. Following this, D is being assigned C divided by 2. This effectively halves 30 to 15. So D is now being assigned 15. Following this, we have an output block, printing D to the screen. An output block takes something from the computer and shares it with the real world. It outputs the value of D to the screen, which in this case is 15. And finally, we have the end block. So there you go. You can have comments, variables, and outputs in flowcharts. But that is just the beginning. In fact, most things can be achieved in flowcharts. Let's look at another short program. This simple program takes in 4 user inputs and adds it to the total at the end. At the top of our program, we have our start block, a comment block, and we assign 2 variables with the number 0 before commencing our for loop. The first thing it does inside the loop is to ask the user to type in an exam score. Next, we have an input block where we assign the user input to the variable number. Next up, we add the number to the existing total. Then we add 1 to the count, and at the end of the loop, we test if count is less than 4. If it is, we loop around. Once it has done this 4 times, it creates the average by taking the total and dividing it by 4 and assigning it to the variable average. Using an output block, we print the words the class average, and then in a second output block, we print the average as an output. So there you go. We have now added for loops and inputs to the mix as well. You can check out other programming basic videos here, and they will help you get started. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment below. Until next time, thanks for watching 5 Minutes to Code.